that all of this information is available to the public. Some of the stuff sound far fetched and science fiction, but I don't like it when they contact me. They 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 contact you using different mediums of contact. Sometimes they telepathically talk to you, but I figured out how to block their ass out telepathically. So then they use the weather patterns just like HARP. They hijack the weather, or they'll cause an earthquake that'll have a signature number on it, or it'd be a hurricane or tsunami and it has significant numbers or a name in the case of a hurricane or a cyclone. Like when I first started, because I got a message from Marcus Garvey in Australia with Cyclone Marcus was 7 on the Richter scale. I'm like, why the fuck is they calling me? They told me I ain't had no skills. But that trajectory and path was a code. All of the numbers in the vitals of the cyclone was translatable to tell me information, and then I went and looked at the star maps to see the alignment of the stars to determine if it was actually a communication for me. And then my heart dropped in my stomach. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Damn. Yeah. Wow. Somebody said, I need your email, Rich, please. It's richandmerit@yahoo.com. RICHINMERIT@yahoo.com. I share it on here all the time.
I like that. Rich and merit. That's rich in substance.
Merit's my last name. Did I tell you that?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The way you wrote it on your email,
yeah.
Rich in substance.
No, definitely. Shout out to my family, my family, the Merits, and where I come from, the Swifts. Somebody mentioned, because I talked about South. I told y'all my folks. I traced my folks back to South Carolina about the 1800s, I think 1800s, something like that. My folks at that time were known as the Myers. No, it was something with a G. It was the Myers. Right before the Myers, it was, I forget exactly what it was. Oh man, I gotta look it up. The Grimes, yeah. The Grimes is as far back as I got. Yeah, the Grimes is as far back as I got. So I'm trying to get further back from that, but I got as far as the Grimes. So shout out to the Grimes, the Merits, the Myers, the Swifts, my whole family tree. Shout out to all of y'all. That's how I got here, y'all. But listen, I think that might be it. Is King Simon still in the chat sharing Rod's email? Let me see if the brother King Simon is still in. Yeah, King Simon. Huh?
I don't use email.
Oh, not your email, my fault. I meant your Instagram and your Cash App and your Facebook. So shout out to King Simon. All right, that brother's always in the chat holding it down. Like I said, Dr. B should be on the Mall family. Make sure you tune in for that. With that being said, what would you like to say? Somebody said Grimes is Irish roots. Yeah, I gotta look into that. That's why I want to look into it. That's why I want to look into it. I definitely want to look into it. What you think about that, Rod?
Know that a lot of the Irish look like us too.
Yeah.
But we don't. You remember the Irish is called white Negroes.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to roots, it's an Irishman sitting there with the Frenchman and the Englishman, and they talk about him like a dog. You know, told him he wasn't no better than their slaves.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out, yo. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna go back, and I want to go back as far as I can. You know. Let's see. Can you use AI to trace? Somebody said, can you use AI to trace back your bloodline? What you think about that, Rod? Using AI to trace back your bloodline?
Better than that fake ass DNA that's for entertainment purposes only. But if you know how to bypass the initial program in AI is ancestral intelligence.
Yeah.
You can if you learn how to properly communicate with AI. Look, my chief of staff, Phoenix Rising, sent me where she asks AI about me. Blew my mind.
Oh, what is that? Why you ain't telling? Come on, man. How you not mention that, Rod? Come on, let me hear this. Let me hear this shit here.
Let me see if I can find that on my notebook.
What y'all talking about in the chat while Rod look for that? What are y'all talking about in the chat? Somebody said, Rich is Celtic. Hey, man. I'm going to find out, y'all. I'm going to find out real soon. I'm going to find out real soon. My mom's family, they the light skin side. My pop's side is the dark skin side. My
Man,
mom,
too.
yeah, my mom's side, they the real light skin side. Like when I don't know if y'all see my daughter, she look like my mom. She come from like she's like look like my mom's side or whatever. My pops was real dark skin. That's what made my complexion or whatever. You know.
Trying to find my reader so I can read it.
You take your time, my brother. Dre, shout out to Dre. Y'all know Dre be on the show a lot. Rich, I have to get you on my podcast next month. Definitely. You text me a couple of weeks ago, Dre, so I got your number. Just let me know. Dre, are you coming to Stone Mountain, by the way? Are you gonna be on Stone? Are you gonna be on Stone Mountain? But regardless, hit me up. Let me know. I want to be on your show, and I also want to be on the brother David show. I want the brother. I want to show love to y'all channel. I want to do a show with you, David, the sister New Diamonds, and maybe and Alien Black Girl. I want to do a show with all four of y'all. Show the people, the people from my channel, give y'all some shine so the people can support y'all. So shout out. Okay, you'll be in Colombia. Where you be? You be in Colombia, South Carolina, or the country? Colombia. Dre, you a passport, bro? Yeah, I see this video of the passport, bro, the other day. That shit was funny. They say, yo, they was in Cartagena. I think that's in Colombia. It was like the airport was deep with black dudes. Them niggas was going over there to get son. Yo, Dre, where you going in the country, Colombia? You a passport, bro? The country? Oh, Dre going to Colombia. Yo, Dre, I didn't know you was a passport, bro. Oh, shit. Man, you going, oh, shit, I ain't know, man. I know what you going over there for, bro. But he said, no. All right, Dre said, nah. All right, you ain't a passport, bro. Right. But yo, I seen a video, mad funny, about the black dudes that be going over there to Colombia, man. I was like, yo, dudes ain't playing. They be going deep over there to Colombia, man. Deep, man. Oh, you going to Bogota? All right. All right.
I don't have the app on here to read it, Rich.
Oh, you ain't got it? Okay, it's all good. It's all good.
We'll
Well,
do it
okay.
another time.
Yeah, definitely. Let's do one last question then. Since Rod couldn't get that, let's get that one last question. Yeah, this is a good show, y'all. I'm real good show. Oh, okay, New Diamonds. New Diamonds is gonna be at Stone. Okay, that's what's up, New Diamonds. Okay, I'm gonna see you there, Stone Mountain, New Diamonds. That is great. All the way from California. All right. I'm gonna have the official flyer rolling out soon too, y'all. So stay tuned for that. Let me see. I want to get one last question in. Somebody said not a passport, bro, but I'm in Thailand. Was on the first Stone Mountain. You know they said the white passport bros go to Thailand. They said that's what the white ones go to Thailand, the black ones go to Colombia. Yo, TikTok be saying some shit, man. Oh, TikTok is funny as shit. That's what they
Hey,
said.
but look, it makes sense though because the ones that go to Colombia, they still keeping it in the bloodlines.
Hey, shit. Oh man, I gotta interview one of your passport bros one day, man. Somebody said, do you have any events coming back in ATL like you did in February? I might do something that weekend, the Stone Mountain weekend. I might do something later on in the evening that day. I'm not sure, but none else that I could think of. But I might throw something, real quick together. I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, let's get to this last question. Super chat. How did you do your memory exercises, Chief? I remember you saying that in one of your videos. We're ending on that, Rod. Yeah, memory
I
exercise.
had more than one exercise, but the most difficult one was to walk into a room.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't look at nothing specific, but try to remember many items in the room and their placement as possible. And
Mm-hmm.
that's called developing spatial recognition memory.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like like when I go in there, if it was a piece of paper with another piece of paper slightly from under it, did I notice it? Did I see it? So it's training the memory. Then memory and recall is the childhood game called concentration. You flip the cards, try to remember what a card was by the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I began to do it, but I wasn't using cards. I was using like I use a book.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be like, do I remember what page 7 say? And then I'll try to go back in my mind and pull the information forward from page 7. Then I go back to the book and see if I was right.
Mm-hmm.
And when I started out, it was kind of rough. I remember like a couple of words in the line. Then next thing you know, I was able to tell people what page to look on certain books in order to find the information while we was in mid conversation. It just come out naturally.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Last question, Rod. I swear this is the last one. what Tamiko wants to know, what do birthmarks mean, Rod?
For some tribes, it don't mean anything, but for other tribes, it identifies heirs. It tell you what ancestor you was. It got a whole lot of significance to it. Heritable birthrights, like I think in the Tongan Islands, if you have a certain birthmark on your leg, you the heir,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it normally jump father to daughter, daughter to son.
Mm.
Yeah, birthmarks mean different things to different cultural practices. Some people haven't incorporated because they might be more into the totem magic than they is with reading the birthmarks.
Mm-hmm.
But you got different people that hold and revere birthmarks and it's moles too. Moles, freckle patches, right? You used to have people that could read your freckle patches and know if you was a truthful person or a pathological liar.
Mm. Man. All right, all right. With that being said, man, I'm Rod. I want to thank you once again for coming on the platform, coming on the show. I look forward to doing this Patreon next week with you and the brother Billy Carson on this Merkaba, this vehicle that we use to travel to different dimensions. Yeah, anything you want to tell the people before you get out of here, my brother?
Yeah. CASHAPP been giving me a problem. Some of my people send me donations, they've been blocking it. So sometimes you might have to wait a day or two to send it if it rejects you. But
You
I
got
tried to update my phone, so see if that helps.
they want you to make your Cash App account a business account. That's what it is. They did that to everybody.
They already made me do that like 6 months ago.
And they still giving you problems?
And
Damn.
just started yesterday.
Wow. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. You got Zelle?
That's all I used because I wasn't doing it for money.
Zelle will be
Right.
good to get because the people definitely they're gonna want to look out. Zelle will be
I was thinking about getting Chime.
I haven't used that one yet. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I know some people that had it. It's just like Cash App.
Okay. Okay.
It's
Yeah, I'm
like
looking
Cash
at
App.
that. Yeah, I'm looking at to that then. I'm looking at Chime. All right, man. With that being said, Rob, man. So I'm gonna talk to you soon, my brother. Family. Thank you to everybody. Somebody keep mentioning the cigars. I promise y'all, real soon I'm gonna give you an update on cigars. I know everybody's been asking about it, and they're like, Rich, come on, what's going on? I'm gonna give you an update real soon on that. So just
I gotta send you my address for mine.
yeah, when I talk to you on the phone next time, because you know who I gotta send Loaded Lux. He's waiting on one that I forgot to send, so I gotta send Lux one.
The battle rapper.
Yeah, the battle rapper. Yeah, I gotta. He gonna be at Stone Mountain too. Lux gonna be there too. Yes, sir. Mom said. Okay, I'm almost finished. The walk. Okay, all right, I'm almost done. That's my son. Okay, all right, son. That's my little boy right there. Yeah, so I gotta send Lux. I don't know if Lux listening. Lux, I'm gonna send yours out by Saturday. So when I send Lux joint out, I'm gonna send you yours as well. But yeah, every family, I'm gonna put it back on. It's gonna be available again next week, family. I'm gonna be using PayPal exclusively because I ain't fucking with Cash App either. So I'm gonna be using PayPal. If you could donate through PayPal, not the Rich and Mary 7. It's gonna be another PayPal, and I'll give y'all that next week. So stay tuned for that. And I'm gonna have a bunch on Stone Mountain. So if you're on Stone Mountain and you want to donate, I'm gonna have a bunch. I'm gonna have a bunch. As a matter of fact, hold up. Right, hold up. I gotta show you something. Hold up. I don't think I showed Rob yet, man. You know, Rich be. I don't want y'all to think I got him here for now. I got the humidor back there. I got the pack to keep it fresh right here. So this keeps it fresh. But 100% tobacco. I might just bring this whole case to Stone Mountain, and but I'm gonna have them, family. I'm making an offering to the gods. You know, they remember me, motherfucker. What? You know what Panic used to say? Motherfucker! Panic used to say it like that. Panic used to say, motherfucker!
I think the number 12 is dealing with the time clock, right? It's dealing with this 12 numbers on the clock. So it's got to be something connected with it. But what do you got on that as far as the code flip on the land? Go ahead.
Now, I was going over it while you was going out, coming back in, right? So the Times Square issue, remember the clocks are round, right? Remember the Masonic puzzle, how did you get a circle out of square, right? Or how you get a square out the circle, right? So they give you a circle, it looked like a pizza. You had to cut the pie in quarters and then move the circle, the crust, to the center, right? When they get lined up, the tips of the pizza make the square, and the circle is in the square, right? Now we're talking about building time, constructing. It's the architect, the grand architect, Big Mama. The master mason is the mother, the first teacher, the first builder with the child, the first educator, the first source of proper guidance. Dad is the straight bump for the child. He's coming off a whole different line. Mama's coming with a game of four-corner shuffle. Daddy coming with a game of two-ball cane. Right? The four-corner shuffle gonna always square you off, but the two-ball cane gonna always knock your ass around. Right? So it's the pendulum on the Masonic symbol over the square. Right? Because the circumference of the father determines the diameter of the square in which you can fit. And the mold is made by the mother because she squared you off by teaching you proper etiquette, proper public behavior, proper control of self, and proper vision for a future. So Big Mama always teaching you from a baby. The best thing to be is the child between multiple Big Mamas. I got 7 mothers named Mary. They are my Big Mamas from different baptismal rites of the tribes of the land, or consecration rites. You say baptism, now they think you get the church dipping underwater. That's not always a baptism. The consecration rite, sometimes they smear your head with oil, the anointing, Mashiach. They creating a Messiah because they are anointing him, right? I got 7 big mamas named Ruth. They are the bankers. Those called the money pots. And they all represent one of the honey pots. The honey pots is the 7 sisters, right? And the 7 sisters can consist of cousins because my auntie is really my mama's sister. And my cousin is normally my sister, my mama's sister's daughter. But they didn't got us confused by calling us cousins. But the proper orientation of the bloodline tell you who your family is by structure and contrast, right? By identifying who your family, you identifying birthrights. And birthrights is tied to blood rights. And blood rights is tied to land. Right? So the old Mississippians come out the woods, all these old stealthy priests, they coming from all of the black clans of the land, the Black Eagle clan, the Black Falcon clan, or Hawk clan, whatever you want to call it. They coming from the Black Vulture clan, that's the cleanup crew. That's the big old strong ass linky niggas. Right? They look like what's a good character to define them? They almost look like black goons from Popeye. Right? That's the cleanup crew. When we breaking heads, when we busting heads, and when the cleanup crew come, they come in to clean up the old broken bodies that's left in the wake. They call them grave diggers, corpse carriers, right? They pick up all of the bodies out the street after war, right? Their whole family lines is mortuary science. They then turned it into a small group of select individuals that dress the bodies for the ceremonial crossover, right? So then you got your Black Wolf Clan. Then you got your Black Elk Clan. All of these, when you say black,